working on my roar. And I just can't wait to be king. So enemies beware. I'm working on my rare. I'm gonna be the main event. Dun, 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 dun. What is this? And I just can't wait to be king. Is it rational? Ooh, that looks like a cool problem, dude. I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware. I'm working on my role. Oh, damn, does this thing start recording right away, bro? I didn't realize that. Mic check, mic check. Oh, damn, does this thing start recording right away, bro? Okay. I didn't realize that. Mic check, mic check. Oh, damn, does this thing start recording right away, bro? Okay. Okay, what do we want to do today? Are we gonna want to just practice, test? Or just work through some cool math problems? I saw a cool problem. Fresh talk here. Is he here? I'm trying to do some math problems. You know what? Let's stick to the script. Okay. We're gonna work out some math problems. Alrighty. Continuation of what we did last time. Just go through some problems. Okay, I actually want to write it out what we talked about. Okay. The one simple trick. Okay. So look, I included this link. I should have probably included it in the description. Let me see if I can include it. Copy link address. Practice. Uh, practice exams. Whoever did this, D Cabrera. Nice. That's all I gotta say, man. Dang, nice. D Cabrera. Okay. Let's see what kind of activity we got going on. Who's with me on a Friday evening? Okay. 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 We can make like a chart right here. Basically, let's see what we could do. All right. Okay. This is how you do it in order, okay? You take, find, with solutions. Find practice exams with solutions. Dang, the letter on this is massive, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Let's see what percentage do we want to be at. We had it really zoomed in last time. So we want to find practice exams with solutions. So next thing we're gonna want to do. Okay. We're gonna connect those. Ooh, is this showing connection lines? No, this one. We're gonna erase you from existence. All right. There we go. Little white connection lines. Find exams with solutions. Okay. Create near perfect exam condition. And so what encompasses this? Okay. Guess we're gonna do kind of like little mini offshoots. I think these offshoots are probably gonna be like just other side notes. Okay, find practice exams with solutions. You want to make sure that yeah, so like it's you're taking calculus. You don't this could be calculus one, two, like there's different sections. So like I was actually on the quarter system. So I had A, B, C, and D. First one was like differential calculus, then integrals, then like series and a bunch of multivariable calculus, then it was, the derivative part and then the integral part. So there's a lot of different things. And if you're talking midterms, then finals for those terms, you want to make sure that you're close to that section, okay? Close to that time frame. Create near perfect exam conditions. Okay. Let's see what we could do here. So this is just me organizing this for now. Okay. And how do we do that? So, okay. Solutions. The more detailed, the better. But it's okay if it's not fully detailed. You can't complain with whatever you got, okay? For the near perfect conditions, what are we going to want to do? Delete that. Okay, this. We're going to move down a little bit, create a little space. Okay. If you can, print it out. Did if it's printed, if it's on the computer, you want to do it however it's going to be. If you can, if you can't, that's fine. You just work with what you got. Okay? It's always how it is. Work with what you got. Okay. No music, no distractions. Do it however you do it, okay? In an actual like setting. Sit down, your pen and paper, maybe notes, maybe no notes. If you don't know the conditions, you just ask. You have to ask your teachers. Like, hey, how's this test gonna go? You know? Okay, what's the other thing? Conditions, printed or computed. Um, put your phone away for sure. That. I hope that goes without saying. For no distractions. I'd recommend to do either half tests. So like if your test is 2 hours long, practice for hour increments or for the whole increments. Okay, once you basically have that test condition, what's the next part? Basically, you're gonna take the test. Okay, and this is the hard part. You're gonna sit and feel the pain. test taking. Okay. If you don't know any of it, then you're gonna sit there the whole time, pretend it's a test. You know, I don't recommend sitting there just for 2 hours at first. That's what I'm saying. You know, the half sessions before, it's okay, right? But you have to feel that pain, right? And understand what you don't know. That's gonna help you a lot. Trust me. And it'll help drive your focus on what might be important, like what you don't know about. And this is also part of the test taking strategy, right? If you don't know that problem, skip it. Do the problems you know how to do. Okay. You want to get a high, as high grade as possible on this test. Okay. So write whatever you can. Just don't give up. And if you're absolutely stuck, then stop. That's fine. Then the next thing, this is the important part. You go over the solutions. Okay. And so by going over the solutions, grade, grade tests, go over the solutions. Give yourself a score. Did you get 80%? Did you get 50%? Did you completely bomb it and get 20% or just not get anything? This is going to help. You're going to figure out what you know and what you don't know very, very quickly. And you'll realize this is not like the homework. Yes, it's not. A lot of times it's different. You need something to compare yourself. You need something to compare yourself with. Okay? Um you find out what you don't know. And also where you make mistakes. Also just where you tend to make mistakes. This is important because a lot of you will probably make little mistakes. That might tell you, hey, you just need to slow down a little bit. So then, once you kind of know what you don't know, figure out questions to ask instructor or TA. This is gonna help you a lot. Because when you go to your teacher and you're just like, oh, I don't know math. It's like, dude, oh, okay, I don't know integration. Well, what integration, right? Later on, you'll be like, hey, in this particular problem, I see that I need to use integration by parts. I don't know how where to start on this one. Oh, and then that helps a lot if you can do that. You just need to be more strategic and help your teacher help you. If they see that you're putting effort into doing problems, taking problems to them, say, look, I see this and I even see the answer. That some teachers might not care. Say, I'm trying to get from here to here, show me. You're gonna get so much help, right? Sometimes they might not know how to do those problems. Uh and that happens too. So the heck? Okay. Yeah. And so for this one, to find out where you tend to make mistakes, just Ask like Chat GPT or like Google help for little math mistakes. I don't know. Being aware of the mistakes you make is just it's a big part of it. It's like, hey, I tend to make these algebraic mistakes. Then now you can go get help. You can't get help if you don't know what's wrong. Okay. And I don't know if I should do this one on this. Let me see. Yeah, I'll probably just leave these over here. Okay. So this is the next one. Work out problems you got wrong or couldn't do. This one, you're actually going to follow the solution. And so this kind of goes along with the other one, grading the test, go over the solutions. But this one, you're actually like working it out. You're going to get help. Like, okay, I saw what I did wrong. Because this one's more about like, okay, what did I do wrong? Figure out like maybe what's about these I did wrong. And these go hand in hand. Okay. But this one, like, okay, you got it wrong. Actively try to like figure it out, and this one's not timed. Okay, all these other ones should be timed. Okay, when you're taking the test, this should be timed. Grading the test is not timed. So maybe I could put a little block around this one. Yeah. So the red's timed. These you don't want to take too long. Get some help. Yeah, if you're spending more than like 20 minutes and you're just not making any progress, or even like more than 5 minutes, just stop. Just go to a different problem. There's gonna be I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot you don't know, and so when you actually go back, so this is another part. So um now you can go back to lecture notes and reference your book. I do not recommend going straight to your book in the beginning. If you're like, I need to study, open my textbook. No, do not do that. That's the worst thing you could do. You're gonna spend 10 hours and not have this grade A testing strategy. Because it's some of you will probably say, "Oh, it's just a test when it is." Like, yeah, you know what it is? You just suck at taking tests. So let's get good at taking tests. Because there's people who are good at taking tests and they probably aren't that great at studying the other way. But I promise you, you're gonna get the best bang from your butt. So, um, let's see. So, find practice exams with solutions. You want to make sure that they cover the material in the exam closely. The more the more detailed the solution, the better. Okay, then you want to create the perfect testing condition. Testing condition, printed exam, or the computer. You have a 1 hour test. Yeah, feel the. This will help you get comfortable with that pressure feeling. Some of you don't like that pressure feeling. You need to get used to it. See there, lock it. So just don't ever move. Sweet. Okay, cool. I'm learning how to use Miro more and more. Okay. Take the test. When you're done, you're gonna grade the test, go over the solutions. You're gonna give yourself a score. You need something to compare yourself with. You're gonna find out what you don't know. Figure out those questions. You're also gonna find out where you tend to make mistakes. You're gonna create a list. So I think right here there needs to be another one. You're gonna work out problems you got wrong or couldn't do. You're gonna try and follow and try to understand the solution. You're not gonna time yourself really, but just don't take long on this and either. Go get some help. Okay, go do this again. I'll just say the sooner you do this, the much better you're gonna feel, and you're just not gonna be anxious. Okay. If you do this, um, there's a lot of different ways you could do this. You could take the test one day, grade it the next, because this is exhausting. These are 1 hour bouts that you're fighting, right? This is also gonna build your stamina. And so you fighting this, the longer this process is, just the more prepared you're gonna be. It's okay if you do not know all the subject material. They're like, oh, we're gonna go over stuff. That's fine. On the test, when you're practicing it, do it. You're gonna realize, oh, I don't know this, and then you'll be more likely to like figure out what you need to know. Okay. If you keep doing this, so look, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna keep doing this, and say you can't get 100%. That's fine. You're gonna keep figuring out things that you just had busted for a while. Like the truth is, your algebra probably sucks, and so even though this is a calculus test, you need to work on that algebra. You know. Okay. Let me write a little something. Breaking down the game. All right. Okay. Okay. So now we are recording. Let's see. So this is the big tip that I've been telling you all about. I did a little diagram to help. Okay. Number one thing you want to do: find practice exams with solutions. So this is important because you're going to want to take as many exams as possible. You want to make sure that they cover the material on the exam closely. What this means is if you're taking a midterm for the first calculus, you want to find midterm first calculus. If you have the same professor and other students have previous exams, these are the ones you want to do. And if the solution is more detailed, it's better because then you can learn faster from it, more effectively. The next thing is you want to create the near perfect testing conditions. What I mean by that is if the test is a printed paper, try to print the test out. You know what I mean? A lot of times you could just pull it up on your laptop, but it's better if you could just print it, sit at a desk, maybe even around the same time. Try to have no music, no distractions. Do create the same conditions that are in the test, right? Put your phone away, put it on silent, airplane mode. Sit down for an hour or a half hour. This is another thing. At first, because you're gonna probably suck at this, do a half session. Take take an exam. It might be 6 pages. Just do three of them for 30 minutes. Like if it's a real test. And here's the thing: you have to do this, okay? And so what's gonna end up happening is it's okay. Yeah. Okay. First, create the perfect testing conditions. The next thing, you're gonna take the test. You're gonna sit and feel the freaking pain of taking a test. You're gonna feel dumb. You're gonna feel like you don't know what you're doing. But you know what? The great part about this is practice. This is the time you want to mess up. Okay? And this is gonna help you get comfortable with that pressure feeling. Okay, this is also going to motivate you to realize, hey, I don't know this, I need help. And part of the test taking strategy is, hey, if you don't know the problem, skip it, go to the next one, and then do the problems you do know, and then first do the ones you know, and then the ones you don't know, you have to try it. Get as many points, right? Say of those three, you only know one. The other two, just keep trying, right? And if you're absolutely stuck, then just stop. But give yourself some time. Like time it. Like, okay, I've been sitting for like 5 minutes trying to trying to go through these problems and nothing's working. Okay? I'll put this in red box. This is the test taking time. That's the time section. That's where it's intense. Right here is when you grade the test. So you're gonna basically grade yourself, give yourself a score, because you need something to compare yourself. But you want to make sure you keep improving. What's gonna happen is you're gonna find out what you don't know, and this is gonna give you a list of specifics that you don't of things you don't understand. This so you want to make sure you say, I don't know this, I don't know this. How do I go from here to here? You're gonna take those questions and ask an instructor or a TA. This is going to be very, very directed help. It's going to help them help you, and you're also going to help yourself tremendously. The other thing is, you're going to end up realizing, yo, it's not that I didn't know what to do. I just tend to make a lot of algebra mistakes. Or, you might be dyslexic and you're flipping the numbers. This is when you could try to, like, practice maybe your algebra or ask Chat GPT or Google, like, some other little tips to help you get squared away. This is to help refine those other parts of your game that probably not on its best footing. The other thing is those that you got wrong, you have the solutions. You're gonna now work them out. Okay? Like if it's a homework or problem. Yes, you have more homework now. This is work, but this is very focused and this is directed to make you be better. Okay? And you want to try to understand the solution, it's not timed, right? You don't have to understand it. Says, why is everything happening? Like, remember, if you don't know, take it to the teacher. Don't waste time. Okay? If it takes you longer than like 10 to 20 minutes to understand what's going on, just stop. Okay? Well, you don't have to stop right exactly. That's when you can refer to your lecture notes only for this topic. The one thing I didn't mention in the beginning, do not learn directly from your book. It's going to take too much time. You do not know what to look at. Okay? Once you take a test, you're like, okay, I don't know how to do this. You refer to the book, you try to find only that. Okay? Now it's directed. Once it's directed learning, you will learn much, much faster because focus. And then once you complete that, you do the whole thing again. Okay? This is exhausting. I don't know if you've taken an hour exam, a 2 hour exam. Taking tests takes a lot of mental load. So you want to give yourself start this process a week or two in advance if possible. It's okay if there's going to be material on the test you haven't covered yet. This is still going to it's still going to be okay. Like when you take these tests, you're like, "Oh, that's one of the problems you don't know." Pretend like, "Well, I don't know it." You're going to have to learn it eventually, so it's fine. And this strategy still works if you're like a few days away or if you test it tomorrow. I would just say just focus on one test, go through solutions, right? You probably aren't going to be to do these timed sessions if your test is just tomorrow, but this is a tremendous help. I promise you, this will get you like high scores. It'll help you fix all the problems that you have that you've been neglecting in your math, chemistry, or physics. Yeah, the longer period you stretch this, the less taxing it's on you. And I recommend you do several exams until you're consistently getting 100. And if you're almost never getting 100, that's fine. What's going to happen is you're going to realize, hey, I really suck at algebra and I need to get my algebra game up. Because that might be the one thing that's like holding you back. Okay? Keep doing this. You're going to get faster and faster at these. You're going to realize, hey, I'm actually finishing this exam way faster than an hour. Have you ever seen those students that they're like, it's an hour exam and they're finishing in 30 minutes? That's because they're sharp as an axe. You could be that student. You will be that student. You have to just keep at it. Don't give up. With this directed work, some of you think you're spending hours and hours studying. If you did this for the same amount of time, not even the same amount, half the time you spend studying now, you're gonna get an A. It's impossible to fail. Okay, so do this. Be successful. I wish you all well in exams. All right.